Well, what a way to kick off the 2021 Cinch National High School Finals Rodeo than getting to talk to the student president of 2021 for the NHSRA, Dalton Stripling, Montgomery, Texas. Dude, it's always a pleasure to get to see you and get to talk to you. I'm fortunate. I get to see you quite a bit throughout the year. You know, 2021, when we talk about competing, didn't necessarily go your way in the state of Texas.
No,
didn't get the qualification in the Texas High School Finals, but not because of lack of effort, not because of lack of try, but you had a few complications this year.
Yes, sir. We had a few horse troubles that took a little while to get over and couldn't come back after some injuries, and we made it through it.
Hey, you know, it's the name of the game. But one of the most important roles that you have, not only were you the state president for Texas High School Rodeo, you're the national high school student president. With those jobs, a lot of responsibility, a lot of work comes into play. And I don't know just how much people really realize how much work that you student officers do have on your hands whenever you accept the job.
Yes, sir. I mean, be the voice for all the contestants out there and help change some things coming from a contestant's view, and help make it better for the contestant.
You know, one thing that I've also kind of learned this year is just by watching and staying up with you on social media, this, that, and the other, you've got to go and do some interviews with some pretty cool people this year.
Yes, sir. I just opened a lot of doors and meet a lot of cool people I wouldn't have been able to meet otherwise, and I've grown tremendously throughout the year through my experiences, and the best thing I've done so far.
You know, I remember too, we were talking the other day, you and I, and one thing that you were looking most forward to as being the National High School Student Officer was getting to go to the National Finals Rodeo, but to a big surprise, they had it in Arlington, but that had to be pretty cool still to get to go to the National Finals.
No, yes, it was definitely something I've been wanting to do, and I'm fortunate that they had it with all the circumstances we had, and they were able to push through and figure out how to have it.
Absolutely. You know, I want to touch a little bit more on being a student president. You guys get to go to Midwinter. You have a hand, you have a vote in what goes on at the National High School Finals Rodeo. Just how about you share with the rest of maybe some future candidates for student president a little bit of just how big of a role y'all do play?
No, yes, sir. So at Midwinter, it's a week of just straight meetings. I mean, and it will be board meetings that certain things are discussed in each meeting, and the adults listen to what you have to say, I would say, more than anybody else there, because we relate more to the contestant, which the rodeo is about, than
Absolutely.
They do, because they haven't been in. So I would say the student officers have more influence than a lot of people, because when you talk, I feel everybody there is listening to what you have to say, because, I mean, you're
Right.
there to,
Yeah.
you've been in it.
Right, you're there for the betterment of the association.
Yes,
is why you
yes,
accept
sir.
the role. What's in the future for Dalton Stripling?
I'm going to college at Texas A&M, and then
What?
I want to
Giggle Maggie's, huh?
Yes, sir. And then I want to eventually open a company down the road.
Man, that's awesome. It's been a pleasure being here with you today.
Yes, sir.
American Hat Company always reaches out for leaders. Remember, it's all about positive times. You can watch all of the performances live this week on Ride Pass. Stay tuned. It's going to be a great week here in